Hey guys, Chris here, CaribbeanPot.com. Thanks for joining me in the kitchen again. Today is hat day. Didn't cut my hair, didn't shave or anything, so I thought I'd wear a hat. I'm in disguise. Anyways, today we're making a mango peach hot sauce. The hot sauces, the pepper sauces on the website are some of the most popular recipes on the website itself as well as on the YouTube channel. So I thought I'd share another recipe with you guys. This time we're gonna mix a little tropical, a little North America with the mango and the peach. And these are the ingredients I have ready to go. There's the peach, there's the Caribbean Sunshine, 10 beautiful red Scotch bonnet peppers. If it's your first time here watching me on YouTube, please, above you're going to see that subscribe thing, click on it. All the latest videos are going to be sent to you. Below is where you're going to leave me your questions, your concerns, your comments, anything you want to chat about. And do give the video a thumbs up or like it. So here we go. Mango peach hot sauce, pure fire. Don't look now, but we're making another hot sauce, pepper sauce, whatever you want to call it. We're making another one of those liquid fire sauces. And here I've got 10 Scotch bonnet peppers. I'm going to be using everything. The seeds, the entire pepper is getting used. These are nice and washed and dried. They're ready to go. Full of fire. Caribbean Sunshine. Over here, cilantro. Half a cup of cilantro that I gave a rough chop to. Something a little bit different, not unique to Caribbean cooking or Caribbean hot sauces, but I've got here 1 cup of ripe peaches. It came from a can, so do your can thing. It has a little bit of that syrup there, but 1 cup of peach with syrup. Mango juice. A beautiful cup of mango juice here. If you want to use fresh mangoes, by all means do so, but you want to get sort of the half ripe, the firm ripe mangoes, dice it up. You need 1 cup of that. I'm using mango juice because I'm going to use that as the liquid for making this hot sauce, because we want this nice and thin and runny, because I'm going to be using this in one of those squirt bottles. Some dry mustard powder. So I have here 1 teaspoon of dried mustard powder, 3/4 teaspoon of salt, and a couple cloves of garlic. I'll also be adding about 1.5 tablespoons of olive oil to this. So the next thing we're going to do is prep the peppers and get everything ready for making this wicked mango peach hot sauce. The first thing we need to do with these peppers is to give them a rough chop for processing. I'm going to be using the entire pepper. I'm just going to show you guys something. In the middle here, where all that seeds are, as well as that sort of white membrane around it, that's where most of the heat lies. If you don't want the heat, as much heat, but you want the flavor and some of the heat, don't use that part. However, I want the full shebang. I want this thing to be liquid fire. So I'm using the entire thing. So all I'm going to do is give this a rough chop. And these peppers have been washed and drained, so they're pretty clean. The other thing I forgot to mention to you guys is that wear gloves. Fully experienced. I have a PhD in handling peppers, so I'm pretty good to go without wearing gloves. But word of advice, wear gloves. The oils from the pepper will burn your hands. Trust me on this. It will feel as if they're on fire for at least an hour or 2. These are Scotch bonnet peppers. These things are dangerous. Keep the kids away. I've got here a fairly deep saucepan, and I'm just going to empty all that cut peppers in there. Beautiful colors. The mustard. Well, pretty much everything is going in here at this point. The mango juice. What we're trying to do here is to soften everything up and to cook it down a bit, so when we process it, it'll be nice and infused with all the different flavors as well as the heat from the pepper. The peaches with the syrup, some of that olive oil in there. And one thing I forgot to mention to you guys is we're going to need some vinegar. I've got some white vinegar here, and that's about 1/2 cup. And I'm just going to bring this up to a boil. I've got the garlic. Put the garlic in there as well. Everything is in the pot here. I'm going to bring this up to a boil and then turn the heat down to allow it to simmer for about 10-15 minutes or so. It's been simmering away here now for 15 minutes. Nice and thick, everything is soft. good to go. The thing is, we're going to be working this in a food processor, or if you have a blender. So what we're going to do, I'm going to turn off the heat and allow this to cool down, because I really don't want to work with this hot liquid at this point. Just going to add everything now. It's not as cool as I'd like it to be, but I like to get this video all completed to show you guys. So it's still fairly warm. It's been cooling for about 20 minutes. Just about everything is going to go into the food processor here, and then we're going to liquidify this. Remember, you can also use, I'm just going to keep adding it, you can also use a blender if that's what you have. I'm just going to start off by pulsing it first, because all I want to do is break down those big pieces of peaches and the peppers and everything. After that, I'm just going to pulse it for about 3-4 minutes until there's a smooth consistency. Now, if you want this a bit more chunky, obviously you can adjust how smooth you pulse it at, or how long you allow your blender or food processor to go. But all I'm doing now is going to blend that. It took about 3-4 minutes, but it's nice and smooth. Let me give you guys a peek of the consistency of this. Like, look how nice and smooth this is. You don't even see any of those whole seeds from the Scotch bonnet pepper. However, you see nice specks of green and I guess that's from the cilantro. But a beautiful sauce here. Very, very, very hot, I might add. I just tasted it. Perfect for salt, but again, you guys can adjust your salt and whatever else. I'm just going to bottle this up, put it in the fridge. It will last in the fridge for at least a month. And yeah, if you're watching me first time here on YouTube, show some love, give the video the thumbs up, and do come back to the channel here. Chris here, CaribbeanPot.com. Thanks again for joining me in my kitchen today. Remember, keep this one away from the kids or the sissies.